A very special episode devoted to LGBT music, including a performance by indie pop artist Van Hechter, coming up today on The Point. Hello and welcome to The Point, the only talk show bringing gay and straight men together to see what happens.
I haven't done these yet.
And there's things going on. What's going on?
We haven't gotten the cheers yet.
We're bringing gay and straight men together to see what happens.
The single.
Apparently it's cheersing of mugs.
Cheersing of water mugs.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear it. Today, I'm so excited today because we have coming up later in the show, indie pop artist Van Hechter. And let me tell you, I don't know if you've been listening, but I'm obsessed with his EP. It's called Van Unlikely, and I'm obsessed with it. And he's going to be doing his single.
Great.
Good Folks, later on in the show.
Good folks.
Awesome.
Good Folks.
Splendid.
Good Folks. But before we get to Good Folks, let's get to talking point number one. Mucked up. So, Sam Smith, he was recently on The Ellen Show, and he explained...
Go on.
It's like you're getting caught
do you have
talking in
something-
class.
Every time I hear his name or see his face, I just want to punch them.
What's wrong with Sam Smith?
I have like an irrational hatred
You
for
don't like
Sam Smith.
seeing Sam Smith's face?
No, he's such a troll. I can't handle it.
Why is he a troll?
He just like, he said a ton of stupid shit in the past and I can't get over it. Like, he's just like annoying and I don't like
I
it.
think Fred might have some specific examples.
Well, okay, so back in last year at the Oscars, when he won an Oscar for his James Bond song, he said that he was the first
Which he should not have won.
openly gay man to win an Oscar. Of course, that was completely false.
Yeah.
He was recently on the Ellen DeGeneres show because he's got a new album to promote, and he basically
Album
said
DeGeneres.
that he quote mucked up.
Yeah, he was hammered.
He was drunk, basically. That's his excuse. He was drunk. Quote, I wasn't happy with my performance, and we thought we had no chance of winning at all, so I was just like, let's get the party started, let's have some fun. I had a little hip flask, had some tequila, actually tequilas, different tequilas, warming up, and then we won. And I went up, and I mucked up my speech and forgot to say best actor, and basically said I was the first gay person to ever win an Oscar. So, Tito, do you forgive him for this?
I mean, if I could use the drunk excuse for everything, then whatever. So can he.
But don't you
What?
use the drunk excuse?
No, I'm not that drunk always.
Always.
Just right now.
I-
Yeah, like I don't care. Whatever. I don't mind that he said that. It's just that there's other stuff that he's said.
What has he said, for example?
Don't
I don't know
put me
much
on the
about
spot right now.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
It
don't
sounds
put him
like
on
you
the
want-
spot. He's hungover.
If you hate him so much, you should
all
probably
the
know
tequila.
You should have
what he said.
I have
I know.
problems
it's
with
just
all
like
kinds of
one time ago.
artists.
You know how he disappeared for a while, and then I don't remember what he said now.
Well, I mean,
I just know I hate him. That's it.
to give him credit, he looks great. He's lost a bunch of weight. He sounds really good. When he was on SNL, he sounded great, so I give him props.
He does have a beautiful voice.
He's
I love his
a
voice.
talented human.
He is a talented human.
Was that a true statement though at all?
What?
That he's the first openly gay?
No, he was wrong. He was totally wrong.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know.
Like Elton John has won Oscars and other, no, it was totally wrong.
Oscars though?
Yes.
Yeah, Lion King, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, for best song in a.
Oh, Lion King. Okay, great. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really follow. I don't follow like award shows that much. So I'm sorry.
How dare you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can't sit next to Tito
Yeah,
anymore.
I'm sorry.
Well, not only is Sam Smith a talented human, to use Tito's words, he is also genderqueer.
What does that mean these days?
What does it
Okay, now before I go into the story, I just want to point out that we are well aware that there is no one on this panel who is gender non-binary. So, just putting...
So, like, there's nobody who's a robot? What is what?
What? Okay, please explain to him.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to explain this before we start making stuff up. That's way worse.
Okay.
Gender binary.
Not binary code.
The connection he made was so funny.
Straight people are so fun.
Actually, have you seen Ellen's new segment called "Oh, Straight People," where she shows clips of like I can't think of one that she got, but it's like something it's like like spring break, like straight people partying at spring break and like falling into the pool, and then she looks at the camera and goes, "Oh, straight people."
Gays do that too, though.
Well,
And
I don't know if gays are known for partying.
I don't know about that.
so anyway, gender. Okay, so in an interview with the Sunday Times in London, Sam Smith replied no when asked if he feels like a cisgender man. Cisgender, of course, is not transgender. He said, quote, "I don't know what the title would be, but I feel just as much woman as I am man."
So he's David Bowie, yes. May he rest in peace.
But like when, I don't know. I don't even want to speak on it because it's like, I'm going to get in trouble. For like, when people say something and you're like, well, I don't believe what you're saying, but like,
Yeah, sure.
Well, he says that he loves dressing in drag, revealing that he hits up the Australian drag shop House of Priscilla whenever he's in Sydney.
that's fine.
Quote, "Oh my God, I just buy everything. Heels, dresses, we have a great time. When I was 17, I remember becoming obsessed with Boy George and Marilyn, blah, blah, blah."
I don't know much about him, honestly, so.
I don't think that that's a female. That's more about the construct of masculine and feminine, male, female in society.
there's been a
you know
ton
what
of
I mean?
essays
Like
about
that's
that.
a
Feel
whole
like
other
that
thing. Like
constantly?
because if you're wearing a dress or you're wearing high heels, whatever, like who gives a shit? That's those are just objects that people have created. That doesn't necessarily mean that you feel like you are partially a woman inside I
Right.
think that's a separate thing than
Being a cross-dresser / drag queen doesn't
Yeah.
make you genderqueer, but I don't know what does make you genderqueer, because honestly, it's like trying to grab smoke these days.
Yeah, the
it's just, there's
spectrum
no
is so-
definition
Yeah,
of what
I mean,
it is.
And maybe there shouldn't be. Maybe that's the whole point.
That's
is
the
that
whole point of
we
being
keep
fluid,
trying to
yeah.
put definitions on things, and it's
Yeah.
really just about people just being
Yeah.
whatever they want to
Yeah.
be, and let's stop trying to compartmentalize people.
Right.
But that's like the thing with like identity politics and stuff. Like the language ends up expanding and becoming so bigger than itself that people just
Yeah.
like lose track.
I just
For
like don't know
example,
what
like-
he meant by that. Like, is he saying he feels like that all the time?
He just said that he doesn't feel like a cisgender man. That I feel just as much woman as I am man.
If he's just talking about going shopping and buying women's clothing and
I think
doing
that was just an
drag, like,
example, though. Like,
okay, well,
Yeah, I mean, I would wear full makeup every day at school, eyelashes, leggings with Doc Martens, and huge fur coats for 2.5 years. I got teased a lot for it, but there were also
why
people,
did that never come out before?
maybe he was never asked. I mean, I find it interesting that the Sunday Times would say, "Do you feel like a cisgender man?"
Yeah.
It's an
like,
odd
what a
question. So I
specific
don't know the
question.
Definitely
context.
discussed beforehand.
I mean,
feel.
my
Right? Like,
feeling
it's all
is,
bland. Him and Taylor are friends.
you know, whatever,
the bitch is posing.
you know, you have the right to identify however
Yeah.
you identify. I hope, because, and I'm saying this as a cisgender man, and I realize this, and I'm owning this. I feel like there's a little bit of, oh, you're a cisgender man, you don't understand. And
Sorry, it's just like the worst horror movie, like cisgender man.
Gender. Yeah.
and I hope
Or
he.
superhero.
I was gonna say superhero. Yeah.
I'm cisgender man.
I,
Yeah, it's
So
true.
bad.
I just hope that he is doing this because this is who he actually is.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's
Publicity.
not doing it as a way
To be cool.
To be cool.
Or like
that's all.
publicity or
That's
anything
my.
like that.
I don't know much about him, so I can't really say how bring into question the authenticity of his claims. But you know, but if you're doing that, good for you, man.
You know, bottom line, you do you, boo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do your
Oh, I
thing.
hate that. Expression.
Yes, boo boo.
That was my
What?
friend's like
that
course
expression.
evaluation after he finished teaching the first time. He's like, I guess you're a good teacher. You do you, boo. Someone wrote that.
Gross.
As far as people who do themselves, sometimes more often than not, it's time for Tito's midpoint.
That was shady. Okay, this week we're playing Brownie Points. It's trivia and it's all LGBTQ music questions. So,
So
let
let's see
us-
if the straight guys know it.
Probably
They-
not.
I'm
Unless
sure
it's
they
musical
will.
theater.
George Michael.
They're pretty easy.
Yeah.
Correct. What duo first recorded It's Raining Men?
Oh, I know this.
The
Something Sisters?
I know.
Hallelujah.
Scissor Sisters?
What?
The Scissor Sisters.
I don't know, just trying to throw words out
What? It's Raining Men is from like 1980.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's raining. It's raining.
Ha! We're the Weather
Girl.
Girls.
Weather
And have we got news for you? That's how it starts. The Weather Girls.
I never knew that was the name of that
Actually,
band.
Really?
Were they the original? Was there not a version
Weather
before
Girls.
them?
Actually, maybe you know this.
Was it?
A famous Canadian co-wrote the song.
David
Who's the
Foster.
famous? What?
No.
Shania Twain.
No.
Brian Adams.
The only Canadian.
Really? I thought you would know this.
Geddy Lee.
Geddy Lee.
Paul Schaefer.
Oh, yes.
I don't know.
David
her.
Letterman.
David Letterman's,
Yes.
the CBS orchestra.
Yeah, crazy.
I know some of these words.
Forgot he was Canadian.
Yeah, he's from Sudbury,
yeah.
Ontario. Yeah, go ahead.
Nice.
What was the last Elton John single to go #1 on the Billboard charts?
All of
Candle in the Wind.
Is it? Yeah, amazing.
Oh,
Is
wow,
it the
there
one
you
from
go.
Tarzan?
1997.
The 97 version, the Princess Di version,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Because didn't they re-release it for?
He originally recorded it in the 70s,
Oh, okay.
and then did an updated version at Lady
Princess Di.
Di's
Okay.
funeral.
Are
and
we
then
calling her
released
Lady
it.
Di now?
Well, Princess Di.
It's not the lady or the princess. It's the Di problem. Like,
It's
Diana.
always
I know.
been. It's always been.
That's
always
it. She
been
was
that
always
way.
Princess Di.
Yeah.
So
didn't
you
know
want to say
that.
Princess died? Is that what you're?
I don't know.
Okay, next.
Wow.
What is the highest
Like, which
charting?
princess Di?
Okay.
Princess Di.
Okay,
Okay.
students.
She's dead. Sorry.
What is the highest charting single by the Village People?
YMCA.
Yeah.
I don't know. How high did that chart?
#1.
No.
What,
Number 3.
No.
Now?
#2.
It's such a letdown.
See.
What about Macho Man? How'd that place?
You know what? Who knows? Next. What openly gay singer ran as a Democrat for U.S. Congress from North Carolina?
Oh, I know this.
North Carolina.
Oh, Clay Aiken.
Yep.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Dolphin.
Did he really?
Wow, I'm really
And
bad at
he
this.
lost.
Interesting.
North Carolina.
He was
What
in
kind of a
Spamalot
surprise is
on
that?
Broadway.
He was also on The Apprentice.
And he was fired.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that your
Moving on.
impression of Donald Trump?
That's Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, it's about.
Moving on.
You're fired.
What native of cattle country got in trouble for promoting veganism at the height of her music career?
Leanne
That's a
Rimes.
lot of boring words. Music career, veganism. Sorry, country music, vegan. I don't know this person.
I didn't say any of the
You said veganism and
cattle country.
Cattle country.
country.
Native.
I'm like,
Katie Lang.
Yes.
oh, but I like her
you're
though.
killing
so-
this.
Yeah.
So smart today.
It's music. I love music. I just love Katie Lang.
Next.
Yeah.
You have a constant craving.
Oh, that was
Tito, head him
For
off.
Katie.
Who tours with Queen as its lead singer?
What's his face?
Oh,
Pretty
jeez.
That dude. Really pretty guy.
Adam Lambert.
Yeah, he got it.
Adam Lambert?
Yes.
What?
Wait, can
Really?
you repeat
Adam
the
Lambert.
question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who tours with Queen as its lead singer?
Oh, okay, no, never mind.
What?
Adam
no
Lambert. He won one of the like.
No, he did.
Actually, he
American
didn't
Idol.
win
though.
Idol. He
He didn't?
came in second.
Okay.
Because of this, apparently, there was this whole like stigma or whatever. Because like if he won, then he couldn't tour with his band or something.
Oh,
like
yeah,
It's
I heard
like-
that too.
Yeah.
Who was the original lead singer?
He's so hot.
Freddie Mercury.
Very good.
Come on.
And it's
I
over.
would not know that.
I don't know. Thank you, Tito, for today's midpoint. And now it's time for our guest and talking point number 2, Van Unlikely, the man behind Van Unlikely, Van Hechter.
Hi, Van.
Hello. I said it at the top of the show. I am obsessed with your EP. One of the singles, the current single, is called "Good Folks."
Yes.
What was the inspiration behind the lyrics and the sound? It's such a cool dance.
The sound is, I can take no credit. The sound is just concocted by my business partner at Isotope Records, Eric Wiseman. He's a DJ in Montreal, and he just decided to just hand me these tracks. He said, "Oh, look, I sort of cooked that up. What do you want to do?" And I said, "I'm going to make it into a song." And so
Wow.
and it's a song. Actually, I was talking earlier about my husband. To someone there.
Yeah.
And so I wrote it about him.
Oh.
Because I think he's the nicest person I ever met. I never met someone that kind ever
That is so nice.
before.
So your husband is good folks.
And I'm even saying I don't know, like I say it in the song, I have no idea what to do with that. It's too decent. It's just too wonderful.
Oh, that's so
two-
sweet.
That's
like,
adorable.
I feel like there is such a place, like a huge demand for like niceness and decency and whatever. In
I agree.
today's
I agree. There's not
shiatsu
yes,
world.
Yes. Shiatsu world.
Shiatsu is a type of massage, but I use it
Yes, I know.
interchangeably with another word. Yeah. But yes.
Shih Tzu, those little
Well,
dogs.
you had a question
dogs.
about the video.
Yeah,
which
I
is
saw
really
your
cool.
video and it's amazing. Can you tell us how you came up with that? Like the inspiration? It's like a very unique kind of like visual experience.
I wanted a tropical vibe, and I was in Florida in early last year. I was in Florida, and I called up my Romain Rabassa, who does most of my videos. He's wonderful. He's in the arts, and
That's
and he's
Romain Rabassa to everybody who
Yes.
speaks.
Well, he is
Toronto in
French. He
English.
is French.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Roman Rabassa.
Yeah.
And so I call him up. He's 21. I figure you're on your Christmas holiday. You could like totally take off at
Yeah, you know what you need to do.
So I call him up and I'm like, come on, let's go. Let's do a video in Florida. And he's like, well, we don't have a plan. We'll do anything. We'll just film the palm trees and the ocean. And I'll put on a suit and then
Yeah.
we'll just do
It'll
that.
happen.
Where
you
in
know?
Florida was
So
it?
we're a bit in Miami, a bit in Fort Lauderdale. He came, we spent the week together. We had a really great time. And then when we came back home, edited it, we realized that we had won. There was a music blog called Ton Barbier. That was
It's
our
in
favorite
Montreal?
one in Montreal, and they just
That means your barber.
Your Barber. They do sort of fashion for men, art done by men. They're very. It's like a trendy thing, and we won most aesthetic video.
That makes
made
perfect
by-
sense. Yeah.
I was
it's
very
really
happy.
cool.
I was really happy.
Cool. Well,
So there you go.
Enough talking about the song.
Yes. We want
Let's
to
hear
listen to
it.
All right,
Right now.
Singing his single Good Folks, Van
my
Hechter.
pleasure.
Thank you, Van.
Thank
You
you.
can hold that.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you
That
for
was really
joining us
impressive.
today. If people want to find your EP, all your stuff, where do they find that online?
iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Deezer, all the platforms. Copy it from friends. As I said once, I don't care. Don't buy it. Just get it. I don't just whatever.
Just
go
listen.
and go on YouTube. Go on YouTube because our videos are very interesting and they're nice and they're different and they're positive. So
Great.
there you
Well,
go.
thank you very much. Speaking of YouTube, if you were watching us on YouTube right now, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Press the red button. Helps us greatly, doesn't cost you anything. Of course, you can also check us out on Reverie, the world's largest online LGBTQ streaming service. Check us out there as well as all their content. Patreon, our crowdfunding site. If you like us, please support us. Patreon.com/thepointguys. Just like you, we're also on YouTube, on iTunes. Our audio podcast is on iTunes. You can look for us there. Of course, our website is thepointguys.net. You can find out all the stuff there, and you can let us know what you think about anything we talked about on the show. Email us, thepointguys@gmail.com. It's a lot of stuff together.
I know, I'm impressed.
So I appreciate your patience while you stand there and I go through all that
Love
stuff.
hearing you.
Thank you, Van. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
As always, we have a new show every Tuesday, so we will see you next Tuesday on The Point.
Oh,